Grandpa used to go to Lewis Run a lot.
He went every summer to see his mother. When his mother was alive, when Grandma was alive, he went every year to see her. Every year to see her.
He used to go. He used to go as he got older. He used to go hunting, didn't he? He used to go deer hunting up there.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't a hunter. It was the fellas that were, the young fellas. You know. They saved all those hoofs from the deer and mementos, you know. Oh, dear.
What about the pheasant Grandpa had his stuff on?
Grandpa had 2 pheasants. The one pheasant they had when we were very, very young, I don't know whatever became of that, but eventually he got another pheasant that he caught himself.
That he shot? Yeah, I remember he used to have it above the china closet.
Right, right.
And it was like getting old and falling apart.
Right.
Okay. So what do you now? What is the last recollection you have as far as meeting with your relatives in Mount Vernon before you came to California? Didn't we go to a wedding? We went to some weddings, I remember.
Well, you know, the thing is, we went to all the weddings. The fact that we did not live in Mount Vernon, that we lived in Yonkers, you know, it wasn't like something we did every day. We tried to go once a week to see my parents, you know, but we didn't get a chance to go visiting other people. Aunt Mary Lou didn't like to go up to see the Pantusos because either Aunt Amelia or one of the girls used to squeeze her cheek, you know. It was an enduring thing that she did all those. They did it because they loved her, but she didn't like that at all. They used to pinch her cheek.
What was I going to say? I forgot what it was now. I remember we went to a wedding when I was little. I couldn't have been very old. When somebody was having a good time, they kept saying, "Is everybody happy?" Do you remember that?
No.
I don't remember who.
But Uncle Bill was a great dancer, you know. Biagio. He was a great dancer. He used to do the Italian dance. He was a great dancer. It was wonderful. Yeah. Weddings was something else.
Yeah. Now, when you went to the reunion in '89, was there anything that you remember that surprised you that you didn't know?
When we went to the reunion, I was amazed that they had that pig.
Oh.
You remember they had that pig?
Yeah.
They roasted the pig outside. Now that was something I never even knew they ever did. I thought that was fantastic.
And what about, did you learn anything that you didn't know about the family then?
Not really. I mean, I know pretty much about the family.
I
had already made, you know, we know Mary Lou has the evidence of the family, as much of information that I could get. Well, I know more about my mother's family than I do about my father's family, for the simple reason that the people in my father's family didn't research for the exact date that they came, when they were born, things like that. Whereas
when I looked it up on the ship registry or Ellis Island registry, whatever it was, and when Grandpa came to the United States, it wasn't even they didn't even have his name as Pantuso.
I know that.
They had it as his mother's maiden name.
Yeah, Bernardi. Yeah, right. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. You had to really research it to find that. Yeah.
Well, because they couldn't speak English, you see. That was their problem.
Right. Now, how did Grandpa wind up going from Bradford to Mount Vernon?
Because his sister was there and his brother was there. And he was the youngest one in the family, and of course he could come and go as he liked. No, that's how he met my mother. She lived in Poughkeepsie. Was through work. They were building the Albany Post Road, and my father and all his friends that worked in building, making streets and concrete and all. That's how he happened to go.
He met Grandma in...
That's how he met my mother, yeah.
Well, because he was working in Poughkeepsie.
Right.
And then, so they settled in Mount Vernon because she could be closer to her family and closer to his? Is that why?
I have no idea why they settled in Mount Vernon. I think it was because my father had a brother and a sister that lived in Mount Vernon,
Uh-huh.
you know, and he had ties there.
Right. Now, when you were little, did they speak Italian in the family?
Oh, absolutely. We spoke Italian with my grandmother and my Aunt Caroline. She couldn't speak English.
Uh-huh.
And my Aunt Amelia, she spoke Italian. And Zubiaza, he spoke Italian. We spoke a lot of Italian when we were kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, when you went to school, though, you didn't speak Italian, did you?
Oh, when I went to school, that's all we knew was Italian, for goodness
Right.
sakes. I was 4.5 years old when I started school.
And now, did you, but you just didn't speak Italian after you started going to school, did you?
Oh, no, we spoke English. We spoke
Yeah,
English.
did your father insist on that?
No, my mother and father both spoke English.
Oh,
No.
but they wouldn't let you speak Italian, right?
No, it isn't that they wouldn't let you speak Italian. It wasn't a good idea.
Right,
We went to school to learn English, so that's why we all spoke English.
right,
Besides, my father worked with men, and in my father's business, he was a contractor. He had to speak English. He
Right.
couldn't speak Italian to his
right.
people that he did business with. So that's how we got to be more of an English-speaking family.
Oh, good. All right, well, that's pretty good. So now I'll put this up on the internet, and then we'll probably have some relatives come back with some questions.
Well, that'll be nice. I have lots of stories to tell.
And now, and then we have some old pictures that we'll dig them out next week. Maybe we'll scan some of them. We can put them up on the internet.
Right.
Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye now.